أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran Lesson 1 in Grammar Safwan. We will see what we have so far studied from QC1 up to QC5 in grammar. We saw surf is the part of the grammar which deals with the constructions of the words from the letters. For example, from root letters fa and lam, you make so many words, fa'il, fail, fa'altum, yaf'alun, yaf'al. And now is the part of the grammar where different words they join to make either sentences, just like al-baytu kabirun, it's a sentence. At time it's make pairs, just like fil ardi baytun kabirun, zalikal baytu baytullahi. So these are the pairs. And ultimately these pairs are used to construct the sentence, just like خلق الله الأرض في يومين كان هذا بيتا كبيرا إن ذلك البيت بيت الله. So the naf concerned with the sentences. Then we saw the ism may have three forms. When it's in original form, its sign is this standing finger. It is the marfu or having the dhamma, just like muslimuna. And in case of plural, the word is muslimuna. The waw is representing its dhamma. When the dhamma changes to fatha, it becomes muslim men, or it becomes muslimina in case of plural. So it is the change. It is the affected state. The sign is the lying finger. And it's called nas. Nas means having fatha. When it gets the jar, kasra, it becomes muslimin. Or again, muslimin in case of plural. So we say it's after the preposition. So the ism has three forms. Either it's raf, having dhamma. Either it's have nas, having fatha. Either it is in jar, having kasra. It may be a single or maybe plural. It may be a single, maybe plural, maybe single. So these are the three states of an ism. Let's have another example. We say muslimun, muslimuna. Then we say for the family, from musliman, muslimatun. And from musliman, we say muslimati. This is the family. Muslimin, it becomes muslimati. So the plural of the masculine is muslimuna, muslimina, muslim. And the plural of feminine is muslimatun, muslimati. You have already done this. It's nothing new in this. We are revising it. So the ism may be in the state of raf, muslimun. It may be state of nas, musliman. It may be state of jar, muslim. Let's have another group of the ism which don't show fatha dhamma kasra. The plural will be muslimuna. Here the rough sign is the waw. It's not the dhamma, it's the waw representing the dhamma. Muslimina. Here the sign is ya, representing the nas. No fatha kasra. Muslimina, again the ya is representing its in jar. How we will come to know? From the structure, from the construction, from the context. There is another thing. We say abu, no sign dhamma fatha kasra. It is a waw representing its birth. Who means the nas, rafa. Aba, the alif is representing it's in nas. Abi, ya is representing. It means the dhamma, fatha, kasra at time may be represented by waw, alif, and ya. Just like abu, abba, abi. They are called afali khams. There is another type of word. Ibrahimu raf because dhamma. Ibrahima nas because fatha. Ibrahima again jar but with fatha. They are called partially flexible. They don't have the kasra with jar. They represent the kasra also with fatha. Raf dhamma, nas fatha. Again jar is with fatha. This is also a type of ism. There is another type of ism. Haza, we say raf in the state of dhamma. Haza, we say nas in the state of fatha. Haza, we say jar kasra. But there is no dhamma, fatha, kasra on them. All the three are same. Haza, haza, haz. They are called fixed. Their state remain in raf, nas, jar, same. They never change. Then there is another type of ism called the hidden. Their sign of rafa, nas, jar is hidden. Just like Musa, it is having dhamma. Musa, it has fatha. Musa, it has fatha. You say, where is the dhamma, fatha, kasra? Actually, the dhamma, fatha, kasra is written hidden in them. How we come to know is raf, nas, or jar from the context. So there are different types of ism which represent raf, nas, jar either by dhamma, fatha, kasra, or either by waw and ya, or either by waw, alif and ya, or it may be having only two shapes, dhamma, fatha, and again fatha, fatha, kasra. Or it may be having no sign, but they still are either rafa, nas, or jar. They are called fixed, and there may be not appear the dhamma, fatha, kasra. It is hidden just in case Musa, Musa, Musa. Let's go ahead. You learned 4 types of sentences so far in QC5. The first is called Jumla Ismiya, which start with the noun, mean the nominal sentence. Nominal. Allahu Ghafur. It's a 2 part. First is the mutta, second the khabar. Both are in the state of raf. The second type of sentence was the sentence with inna. Inna Allah Ghafur. We have studied. The ismu inna is nas and khabru inna is raf. Then we say a sentence with kana. Kana Allahu Ghafura. The ismu kana is raf and the khabru kana is nas. And the fourth type was called Jumla failure. What is Jumla failure? The verbal sentence, which starts with the verb or the fi'l. Just like Khalaqallahu larda. Allah is the fa'il, rafa. And ard is nas because it's maf. So these are 4 types you have already studied. You studied another type of 4 pairs. What was? Harf jar pair. Harf jar followed by ism majroor. Second pair was sifa pair. Baytun kabirun. 2 noun, they have a relation called sifa pair. The one is described the attributes of the other. The third pair was the ismu ishara pair. Zalik al baytu. There is a ismu ishara followed by a proper noun. And the fourth pair was the relation pair. Baytullahi. The first noun has raf dhamma. Second has jar kasra. So this is called the 4 types of relations. Harf jar relation, the sifa relation, the ism ishara relation, and the relation pair. Then what will we do in these grammar classes? Actually, there are 5 lessons have been planned for you. This today is the first. In these 5 lessons, we will have the details of ism. We will see the gender, number, kind, and status. Then we will revise the derived ism, which we have already studied. just like isme tafdeel, isme sifa, isme fa'il, isme mubalagha, isme makan. We already have studied. Then we will revise in addition the marfu'at, mansubat, majurat. These are the Arab of the ism. And then we will revise the types of the fi'l, just like we say salasi mujarrad tables and tables of mazid fi, which we have already studied so far. And then types of the fi'l with the properties of the abwab, lazim and muttadi. And then we will revise the Arab of the fi'l. So far we have talked the Arab of the ism. We have not talked so in detail in Arab of the fi'l. We will cover that also. Then we will see what are the Mu'arrab, Mabni, Munsif, and Ghair Munsif Asma, the types, different type of Asma. Then we revise in addition the compounds, that is called Murakkabat, Murakkabe Shari, Murakkabe Jari, Murakkabe Tosi, Murakkabe. You have done them, but not in the terms. You did them with the pair name, Sifa pair, the Ishara pair, the relation pair, the Jari. Actually, they are compounds, Murakkaba, and they are called isms. Murakkabe Ishari, Murakkabe Jari, Murakkabe Tosif. We will study a little detail. Then we will revise in Murakkabat the types of the sentences, Jumla Ismiya, Jumla Failure, and Jumla Shartiya. And extra word you will study in this grammar, they are the haruf. So far you have not studied haruf in detail. You just know few the haruf jar or some harf. So we will take them in the amla and ghaira. So this is the total syllabus which we cover in these 5 lessons every Sunday. So not Sunday, every Wednesday, this 4 to 5 o'clock, 5 lessons. Today is the first one. First, let's talk about the Kali. In QC1, in every class of the grammar, you start, there are 3 types of Kali. What are they? Either it's ism, just like name of some person or place or thing. Kitabun, Makkatu, Rajulun, Khalidun. They are the noun. Or the second type of kalma is called fail, or the verb, which tells about doing or happening of some task, just like Nasara, he helped, Daraba, he ate, Ya'lamuna, they knew, Na'budu, we worship. So they are called the verbs or the fail. And the third type of kalma was called harf. What is that? Which joins the verbs or nouns, just like min, bi, fi, ala. So we are familiar with these terms, ism, fail, harf. We did 20 times. In every lesson of the QC1, we revise them. It was ism, fail, harf, and their exam. Now we will talk a little detail. What are the signs of the ism? The first sign of the ism, which you are already familiar, is alif lam. Any ism which starts with alif lam, or any word which starts with alif lam, is a ism, just like alhamdu, an-nasu, al-mashri. Moreover, whenever alif lam come, then we disappear. Only single dhamma, single fatha, single kasra remains. That is the alif lam. And alif lam make it a proper. So alif lam is the sign of this. The second sign of ism, you said the tanween, mean dhammatan, fatatan, kasratan, just like siratun, hudan, rahimun. Look, the dhammatan, fatatan, kasratan, they are showing these words are ism. The third sign you saw kasra. You will surprise how the kasra be a sign. We have not told you in QC. Okay. We told there, but not directly. We said just like al-kitabi, the kasra. Though you say alif lam itself is telling it says ar-rahmani al-mustaqimi. The kasra is also a sign of ism, though it is with the alif lam. The nida. Nida means calling. Any word which comes with the harf in nida, calling word, it becomes a ism. That is a ism. Just like Ya Allahu, Ya Nuh, Ya Ayyuhan Nas. So Ya Ayyuhan Nas, Ya Ayyuha, they are the calling words. When the calling words come, they always follow a ism. Just like harf jar. After harf jar, ism majrur. After a harf calling nida, there is a ism. Mudaf. Mudaf is a special ism. It has some sign. It never have alif lam. It never have the tanween. It's light, khafif. Just like kitabullahi. Look, the kitabu, only one dhamma. So it's a mudaf. What is the sign of mudaf? It's followed after always a mudaf. What's your issue? QC6, yes, QC6 class will be at its own time. This is the special grammar classes for the QC5. Today is the English classes. For the Urdu QC5, they have on the Sunday. They have the 5 special classes of grammar. Of course, they will cover the grammar of QC6 because this group has to join the QC6. So before they join, they have to cover whatever the QC6 classes have already done. So that is the special classes. So we are coming to the next point, mudaf. Mudaf, just like Baytu Muhammadin. Baytu is a mudaf, so it's an ism because it follows a ismi majroor. There is a kalmu hamidin. Hamid. Majroor ism. So mudaf, kalmu is a mudaf because it's light. So these are the signs of a ism. Alif lam, tanween, kasra, harf nida, and mudaf. Now, we will talk about the 4 aspects of the ism. One is the gender. As gender-wise, it either masculine called muzakkar or its feminine mean the manness. Number. When we talk about the number, we mean either the ism is single, wahid, or it's dual, tasniya, or it's a plural called jam. In Arabic, we will say wahid, tasniya, jam, muzakkar, muannas. And the third aspect of the ism is called kain. Kain means either it's a proper noun or a common noun. When it's a common noun, we say nakra. When it's a proper noun, we say marf. And the fourth aspect of the ism is the i'rab. Every ism, either it is marfu or mansub or majroor. Simply, you can say either it have a dhamma, dhammatan, fatah, fatatan, or kasra, kasra. So every ism, these 4 aspects should be known. Until unless we know these 4 aspects, we can't understand that ism. We can't use that. We can't explain or we can't understand that ism. Now let's to talk the first, the gender. In gender, muzakkar or the masculine, there are 3 types. Either it's a real means for every masculine there should be a feminine, just like it's called the real pair. And the second is judgment. You have that is called kiasi. No signs of the female. Third, the listen. You listen, samai. Samai means you listen from the natives. They use either this word as a masculine or the feminine. What about the feminine or the muannas? They are also have that same 3. Either they are hakiki, mean the real pair, or they have a kiasi, mean the judgment. Signs of female are there, or they have the samai, mean the listen, just like the Arab has used them, muannas or the masculine. So these are the 3 ways how we distinguish between the masculine or the feminine. In Arabic, we will say the muzakkar and muannas. What are they? Hakiki, kiasi, and samai, mean the real, judge, and the listen. Now, let's to have the first in gender concept. That was the real example. Example of the real is just if I say abun, there is a ummun, opponent. Akhun, there is a ukhtun. Ibnun, there is a bintun. So these are the words, they clearly show when is a masculine, there is a feminine against that. That is the real pair. Judgment, the example is Jidarun. Jidarun means wall. It's masculine. Kitabun is masculine. Kalamun masculine. Masjidun masculine. Because they don't have the feminine sign. Listen. Listen means samai. We heard from the Arabs. Just like whatever they say it a masculine, we accept it. That is a masculine. If say this is a feminine, we accept that. Let's look into detail what they say about the listen. They say round ta asma, few of asma which have the round ta at the end, just like khalifatun, alamatun, talhatun. They say they are masculine. Though they have the round ta, which is a sign of feminine, still they are the masculine because they are named after males. The body parts which are one, just like rasun, the head, lisanun, the tongue, batnun, the abdomen, kalbun, the heart, sadrun, the chest. They are single, so they all are taken as a mask. The body parts which are more than one, just like sinnun. Sinnun means teeth. Sharun means the hair. Body parts which are two but are taken as a masculine. Zara'un, haddun, suddun, hajibun, atikun. Zara'un, the shoulders, the haddun, the cheeks, suddun, the two different, you can't say the elbows, hajibun, the eyebrows, atikun, just like that. They are two, but they are taken as a mask. Now, what is the feminine or the muannas? What are the signs of feminine? There are three types or three signs of feminine. One you are familiar, that is any ism having donta is taken as feminine, except those which are declared masculine, just talha, asama, alama. So just like muslimatun, salihatun, kafiratun, mushrikun, they all have donta, so we say they are feminine. The second sign of feminine is alif maksura. Alif maksura is the standing alif at the end of some word, just like wusta, kubra, sura. They all have the standing. So that is alif maksura. The third one is called alif mamduda. Alif mamduda means at the end of the word there is a hamza followed before alif. Alif and hamza when come at the end. Just like hamrao, badao, saudao. They all are the feminine. So these are the three signs of feminine. Ronta, alif maksura, alif mamduda. Among the muannas, we again have the three pattern. They may be the real pair, just like for abun for ukhun ukht, for ibnun bin. And then the judge, we look signs, just like jannatun ronta, sa'atun ronta, ayatun ronta, siyaratun ronta, hamrao, the alif mabduda, badao, alif mabduda, wusta, alif maksura. That is the judgment. The third one is called the listen, mean the samai. We listen from the natives. What they say feminine, let's you see. All the names of the hell is called feminine. We learn from the native. Just narun, jahannamun, sa'irun, sakrun, jahimun, lavwa, hutbatun, haviyatun. And the names of the winds, the ears, just like Samumun, Sabhun, Sarsurun, the Burun, Rahim, they all are the family. Names of the beer or the winds, wines, just like Hamrun, Tilaun, Hortum. The body parts which are in pair, except those which we mentioned in the masculine, just like Kadamun, Rijlun, Saakun, Uzunun, Kafun. Kafun means the palm. Kadmu means the foot. Rajul means the legs. Sakun means the lower part of the legs. Uznun, the ears. They all are pair. They are family. Then few more asma, just like Sama'un, Shamsun, Nafsun, Harbun, Ardun, Kasun, they are all feminine because the native the linguistic they use them. In Quran Musaf, such 16 words have been used as a feminine, though they don't have the sign of feminine. No round ta, no alif maqsud, no alif mamdud. What are they? We will see soon. Then the fourth thing which we should know about the ism is the number. It have three types. It may be single or the wahid, just like kitabun, rasulun, nabiyun. All are single, wahid. They may be dual, mean the tasniya, just like kitabani, rasulani, nabiyani. Ani shows it's the dual. The third type may be the plural, mean the jama, just like kutubun, rusulun, nabiyun, ambiya. Now we come to the fourth aspect of the ism, that is kind. Two types. One is called nakra, mean the common noun, just like which has great influence, all inferences, just like rajulun, kitabun, just like baladun, city. And the second time is called marfa or the proper noun, which has special inferences, just like Muhammadun or Rajulu, Quranun, Al-Kitabu, Makkatu, Al-Baladu. So they are the proper noun. In Arabic, there are 7 types of nouns which are called the proper noun or the marfa. What are they? One is called Ismi Alam. This is the personal name of something, some person, just like Ahmadu, Makkatu, Quranun. They are the special. They are called the Ismi Alam. The second term of the Ismi Marfa is Zamair. All the pronouns, they are proper noun, just like huwa, hum, hu, ka, kum, or in the same way, iyahu, iyahum. They all are the pronouns, they are the proper noun. The third one is Asma'i Masula, those which have a reward, such name, just like Allazi, Allazina, Allati, Allati, Ma and Man. They are also come as Ismi Masula, they are proper noun when they come as a proper Ismi Masula. The fourth type is Asma'i Ishara. All the demonstrative noun in the proper noun, just like Haza, Haulai, Zalika, Ulaika, Hazit. So the fifth one is Marraf bil Alif Lam. If any words you attach Alif Lam, it becomes proper or the marfa. Just like Al-Baytu, Al-Rajlu, Al-Balad. The sixth one is called Mudafila Marfa. If there is a Mudafila is proper noun, the Mudaf also become the proper. Just like Baytuhu. Baytu is a common noun. Who is a proper noun because it's pronoun. So Baytuhu become the proper noun due to who. Rasulullahi. Rasul is a common noun. But when it gets attached with the ism Allah, which is a mudaf ilay proper noun, so Rasul also become the proper noun. Mean the mudaf also become the proper. Masjidul Kariya. Al-Kariya, the village. The village is a proper noun because Alif Lam is there. So the masjid, which is a common noun, but is coming as a mudaf, it becomes proper. So it's called mudaf ilal marfa. If mudaf has the relation with the proper noun, or in other words, you can say if mudaf ilay is a proper noun, the mudaf also becomes proper. The seventh type is called nakra maqsuda. Nakra means the name is common, but when you call it, you demand it, you desire it, it becomes maqsuda. Maqsuda means you demand, you call. Just like Ya Rajulu. When you call, oh man, that man become a proper noun. Ya Sheikhu. There are 10 people, one is a Sheikh. You say Ya Sheikhu, now you have prominated him. Ya Waladu, oh boy. So the nakra maksura mean maksuda, which you call with the harfinata, become proper. Now, as the Arab is concerned, Arab has the 3 forms. One is called marfu, just like kitabun, the matan, rasulun, the matan, the biyun. It may be single even. Mansub, having the fatatan, kitaban, rasulan, nabiyun. We will say kitaba, rasula, nabi. Majrur, having the kasra, just like kitabin, rasulin, nabi. We are familiar, we have done this in QC5 and 4. Now the Arab of the dual. What is the dual? Marfu, when it is kitabani. Alif is the sign of marfu. Rasulani, nabiyanani. This ani, though ani is a sign of dual, but actually Arab is alif, which shows it's marfu. What's the sign of mansub in dual? Kitabaini, Rasulaini, Nabiyaini. Actually, the ya is representing here to what? Nas. What about the majrur? Again, Kitabaini, Rasulaini. Now you will ask me, what is the difference between the mansub and majrur? Say, yes, they are the same. As in the case of plural, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina is the same. How you will do it? The context will help you. But note here one thing. Kitaba, Rasula, Nabiya. The last letter of the word have fatah. That is the sign of dual. Okay. Plural. Look, it may be have double dhamma, kutubun, rusulun, nabiyun, ambiya, but no dhamma. It's the wow. Wow is telling it's are the alif mamduda is coming as that ambiya. You have to memorize them. Mansub sign, kutab, rasulullah, nabiyina, ambiya. Again, the nabiyin is the plural. Nasb, majrur, kutubin, rusulun, nabiyina, ambiya. Now, look carefully. Nabi ya have kasra. In case of plural, it will have kasra. Yeah. In case of tasniya, it was having fatah. Kitabaini, rasulaini, nabiyaini. That is the differential. Now, these are the nouns you are familiar. For the masculine, we say muslimun, muslima, muslim. This is the single. Dhammatan, fatatan, kasratan. What about the dual? We say muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. What about the plural? Muslimuna, muslimina, muslim. Now look very clearly. Muslim, the last letter is mim, have fatah. Muslimaini, mim have fatah. Muslimina, mim have kasra. This is the difference between the dual and the plural. When the last letter have fatah, it shows the dual. When last letter have kasra, it shows the plural. Don't see the noon. Noon will be dropped. Okay. Come to the family. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimat. These are known. The matan, fatatan. What about the dual? Muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimat. What is the plural? Muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimat. Here is no issue between the plural and singular, the dual, because they have a different pattern. Atun, atin, they differentiate the plural from the dual. Let's to make them khafif or light. What is khafif light? We remove something from them. For example, Muslimuna, from tanween, we put a one Muslim. Muslimu, muslima, muslimi, one dhamma, one fatah, one kasra, it becomes light. Here, muslimani, muslimaini, noon is gone. It becomes muslima, muslimi, muslimi. Here, plural, noon is gone. Muslimu, muslimi, muslimi. Now, what is happening? Look, muslimi, muslimi, muslimi. How you will differentiate this muslimi is dual, this muslimi is a plural? The same point which I told you. The last letter, if you have fatah, is dual. If the last letter of the word has kasra, that is plural. Muslimi or muslimi have difference, the fatah and kasra. You have to memorize it. Now, what about the feminine? We say Muslimatu, Muslimata, Muslimati. One dhamma, one fatha. What about the dual? Muslimata, Muslimati, Muslimati. What are the plural? Muslimat, Muslimat, Muslimati. Here is no issue. So there is mim having fatha, mim having fatha, because they clearly indicate this one is plural. But in case of masculine, there was a confusion. Muslimi, Muslimi, Muslimi. How you will say it's a plural, is a dual? This sign, fatha and kasra. Now we take the mudaf. Mudaf is such a noun, have no alif lam, no tanween. It's light. What the mudaf le? Ism followed mudaf, which is always majroor, having the jar, having the kasra, just like Baytul Muallami. Baytu is a khafif because no damatan. So it's a mudaf. Why? Because it's following a ism which is majroor. That is mudaf ilay. So mudaf and mudaf ilay make a compound called murakkabi idafi. The example are Kalamu talib bati, talbatin, look, tanween, kas jar. Kitabul talibi, Rabbana. You will say, na is showing fatah. Yes, because it's mabni, it's rafa is na, it's nas is na, it's jar is na. But here, the Rabba word is coming as a mudaf, is khafif, light, single fatah. So we say it's mudaf and na is mudaf. Tahtal shajarati. Again, ash-shajarati showing the kasra, ismi majrur. Ma'aka. Here the ka is coming as majur. You will say it's a fatha because it's mabni. All the pronoun are mabni. Ka, ka, ka. How we'll say it's a mudaf? Because ma is light. No damatan, no fatha, no kasra. Single fatha. So ma is a mudaf and the next is mudaf. There are few words you have to note that. Ludun, ghair, ay, bada, kullo, dun. They don't show dhamma, fatha, kasra concept. They all are mudaf. They all are light. They all are light. They are all mudaf. They always come mudaf. Now the second topic of the today is compounds or the murakkabat. And among them we will have the murakkabi idafi, murakkabi ishari, murakkabi jari, and murakkabi. Earlier we used to call them pair of harf jar, pair of ismu ishara, pair of sifa, pair of relation. But their proper terms are murakkabi idafi, murakkabi ishari, murakkabi jari, murakkabi. Glad to describe them. So we will talk, this is the syllabus later on. Murakkabat, we have two types. One is called naqis, other is called tam. Naqis is such a compound which gives some meaning but not complete understanding. That's called naqis. Just like murakkabi tawsifi, the sifa pair. Murakkabi idafi, the relation pair. Murakkabi ishari, the ishara pair. The murakkabi jari. They are called naqis. They give some meaning but not complete understanding. And the second type of compound murakkab which give complete understanding is called tam. When there is tam, it's called sentence. Jumla ismiya, jumla fail. They give you complete understanding. So let's to have first murakkabi jari. Such compound having the harf jar followed by a ism majroor. Harf is called harf jar or the jar, and the following ism as a majroor or the ism majroor. Harf doesn't have a rob, but followed ism is always majroor. The harf jar is on Arab, is there is no Arab. We will say harf jar la Arab mahalla lahu, la mahalla la Arab. Example, Bismillahi. Bism, B is a harf jar followed ism majroor. Tallahi, ta is a harf jar followed by ism majroor Allah. Al Jannah, ka is a harf jar, Al Jannah ism majroor. So these are the example of murakkab jari. The next one is haruf jar. In grammar, there are 17 harf jar, but in mushaf, only 11 have been used. Out of these 11, 7 you learn in QC1, and 4 were taught or told you in QC2 or 3 or somewhere. Let's to have a look. B mean of, with, or cause or exchange. Ta mean aught. Ka mean like or similar or alike. Li mean for. Wa mean aught. Mean is a mean from. Fi mean in. An mean from, about, or relevant. Ala mean on. Hatta mean until. Ila mean toward or up. So we will have the example from them. Let's have it. From B, Bismillah, in the name of Allah. Tallah, by Allah. Kal Jannah, like Jannah. Lillahi, for Allah. Wal Asri, by time. Minas Samai, from sky. Fil Ardi, in the earth. Anil Naim, about the blessing. Alal Alameen, by Allah. Hatta Matla al Fajr, till dawn. Ila Sarat, toward. So these are the example, and these are the 11 harf jar which has been occurred or used in Quran. The next one is the murakkab tawsifi. Describes some good or bad characters of an ism. We call it pair of sifa in QC5. In first part, it is called mawsuf, and the second is called ma'nud. Or the first part is called naat, and the second is called manud. Mawsuf and sift are manut and naat. Both nouns are similar in 4 aspects: in gender, number, kind, and state. Just like al-kitabul jadid. Al-kitab is single, al-jadid is single. Al-kitab is a proper noun, al-jadid is a proper noun. Al-kitabu is the masculine, al-jadidu is the masculine, al-kitabu is the rafa. So when they are equal in 4, gender, number, kinds, we say it's a sifa pair or the murakkab tawsif. As-saratul mustaqim, same way. Al-jannatul wasiya, look, al-jannatul wasiya. Both are proper noun, both are singular, both are in the state of jar, both are feminine. So they, in gender, feminine, in number, they are single, in kind, they are the proper noun, in status, they are in the state of jar. So in all the 4 aspects, they are similar, so we say murakkab tawsif. If mawsuf is jama mukassir, there is an exception of ghair aqil. Ghair aqil is that everything except man, angel, and jinn is called ghair aqil. Only human, angels, and jinn, they are aqil. If the ghair aqil jama mukassir comes, broken plural, its sift will become wahid. That is the rule. So you have to accept it. If jama mukassir is of aqil, then sifa will come as per the rule. Then it will follow in all the 4 aspects when it is jama mukassir of aqil. Let's to have the example of ghair aqil. Sahufun mutahhar. Sahufun is a plural, masculine, but the sifa is coming mutahhara, single, feminine, because sahufun is a ghair aqil. Numarikul masfufa, again the same way. Amadin mamduda. In all the 3, look, the mawsuf or the manut is coming masculine, plural, but the sifa or the naat is coming single, feminine, because it's a rule. The next one, if mawsuf is jama mukassir ghair aqil, then sifa wahid muannas will be used, just like sahuf in mutahhara. If mawsuf is jama aqil, the sifa will be used as rule, just like rijalun mu'minuna wa nisa. Rijalun is a plural, but they are used for the human, so we say mu'minuna. Wa nisaun mu'minatun. Nisaun is a aqil, so mu'minat, the proper term, plural has been. But sometimes sifa of jama mukassir aqil may come wahid. Yes, it may at time come as a muannas wahid. Just like Azwajun mutahra. Azwajun is a human words used, but sifa is coming. So for the akil, it may come accordingly, or it may come as per the against rule of that. Now come to the murakkab ishari. When pointing is required towards ism, first ism will be ismu ishara, and the second ism will be with alif lam. First ism is called as ismu ishara, and the second is called mushari. Just like hazal masjid. Haza ismu ishara followed by a proper noun, al masjidu. And haza is the ishara, and al masjidu is the mushari. And compound is called murakkab ishari. Zalika al kitab. Zalika ismu ishara. Al kitab is a proper noun coming with alif lam. So it's a murakkab ishari. Ulaika nasu. Laika is a proper noun because it's ishara. Al nas is a proper noun. Now remember, if with the ism ishara a common noun comes, then it is not murakkab ishara. Then it becomes sentence. Haza rajulu. Rajulu is common, now it becomes sentence. So remember, when the both ism, they are opponent, one proper, one common, then it is not compound. It is compound as a tam, sentence. Let's have murakkab ishari. When we say murakkab ishari also has two parts, like the murakkab tawsifi. Ismu ishara are mabni, so they appear similar in state of raf nasjar. And the ismu ishara at times show interesting changes, like zalikuma mimma alamni, zalikumullahu rabbukum, alam anhakuma antilkahuma ashajrat, zalikuma zalikum tilkakuma. They all are the ismu ishara. Followed mimma alamni, Allahu rabbukum. They are coming as a compound with that. We will learn this in QC7. The next murakkab idafi. If the mudaf is dual or the jama muzakkar salim, from the end noon will be dropped. As sign of the plural, alif will come at the end. Just Babal Masjidi. It was Babani. Noon is dropped. Alif is representing it's a dual. Muslimul Kariya. It was Muslimuna. Noon is dropped. And alif has been replaced with noon. So this is indicating it's a plural. Mursilul Nakati. Mursilu. It was Mursiluna. Noon dropped, so alif has come. It's showing it's a plural. In this, one ism has relative or connection or concern with the other ism. We call it as relation pair in QC5. First ism called as mudaf, while the second as mudaf. Mudaf will never has alif lam or tanween, while the mudaf alayh will always majroor. Look, kitabullahi, kitab, no alif lam, no tanween. But followed ism Allahi ismi majroor. So murakkab idafi. Babul masjidi, same. Rabbil alamin. Rabbi is a khafif, light, no alif lam, no tanween. Al alamin. Here we will say it's jar. Why? Because Rabbi has a kasra, followed ism is coming as a mudaf ilayh. Mudaf follow the tawabe. It's called tawabe. We will study in next lesson or next week. So what we have studied, we studied the compound tam, we say jumla ismiya and jumla. With that, we studied the naqis. There are actually 6 pair. We study only 4 pair in these courses. The first pair is called jar and majroor pair, just like fil kitabi, and its name is murakkab jar. The second pair is called mawsuf and sifa, or it's called manut and nat. And the example is kitabun karimun. So Murakkabe Tawsif is the actual. The third pair is called Mushar and Mushar ilay. And the example is Hazal Kitabu, and it's called Murakkabe Ishar. The fourth is called Mudaf and Mudaf ilay. The example is Kitabullahi, and it's called Murakkabe. In your courses, till even QC6, you will have these four. Actually, in grammar, there are six. Let's have a look on the fifth and sixth one. So, fifth, it's come as a Murakkabe Atfi. Its first half is called Matufile, and the second is called Mutaf. The waw or the harf are thus joined, just like Kitabun wa Qalam. The sixth one is called Murakkabe Addi. It is the numbers. The numbers, when they come in pairs that called the Adad and Ma'dud. There are two parts called Adad and Ma'dud. The fifth one is Ataf and Matuf ilay, just like Kitabun wa Qalamun, and called Murakkabe Atfi. The sixth one is called Adad and Ma'dud, mean Murakkabe Addi, just like Ashara Kawkaban. So you just will concentrate on these first four, but these two I have added for your knowledge. You should be aware because they will frequently coming. Murakkabe Atfi will come in each and every line of the Musaf. So Arab, we say the Asma have Arab either Marfu, Mansub, Majrur. But when we talk about the Afal, they have either Marfu, Mansub, but no Majrur. They have Majzum. So the Afal have three Arab, Marfu, Mansub, and Majrur. Asma have three Arab, Marfu, Mansub, Majrur. That is the difference. When we talk about the Marfu, what could be the Marfu? Muqtada, Khabar, Fa'il, Naib Fa'il. Khabru Inna, Khabru La Inna fi Jins, Ismu Kana, Ismu Mawla, Ismu Mawla, Mashaba Bilaysa. These are the 8 which have the Marfu ism. Let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, and propagate and memorize the Quran. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you will have any question, your questions are welcome. Please make your notes of these lessons. They are only 5 and they are very important because you will require them in QC6. Maybe when you join the QC6, you will be not have these grammar lesson there. So I am doing it for the earlier. So you should have notes with you. You should understand them. And moreover, they are the things which you have already done. Some things in QC1, 2, 3, 4, or even 5. Because in these grammar lessons, we just are revising the QC1 to QC5 grammar. So the point is that maybe for the explanation, some slides may be extra. Of course, they will be not in your PDF. You will get the PDF and recording of this lesson in your book. But remember, some slides, they are not in the PDFs. You may have to either take the screenshot or you have to take the notes either in the class or after the class. So still, if you have any questions, your questions are welcome. If no question, let's to call the day. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. See you next week.